Huge mess in the neighborhood right now. This is probably the worst of it right here on Petoskey Street. You can see the street flooded out, probably 1 to 2, maybe even 3 feet deep at some points. You might be able to see a garbage can floating in the middle of the street right now. These residents are pretty much trapped inside their homes. They can't drive out of here. They might be able to walk out, but they'd have to get their boots on. The water, again, pretty deep. Let's swing over here to the exit ramp here at the Lodge. This is where we saw so many cars going the wrong way just to get to safety. They were going northbound and the southbound exit ramps. They really had no choice, and a couple of cars even got stuck on the exit ramp. You'll see that in just a moment. And let's swing around one more time over to Livernois. You can see that's where traffic is blocked off right now. This has been a huge disaster for the commute this afternoon. Almost impossible to get around. Let's take a look from the chopper right above the scene. You can get a bird's eye view of what everyone is dealing with right now. Just beyond where I'm standing, about a block up, as you heard Kim mention, up at Petoskey and Fenkell, that's where the actual water main broke and where all the water is coming from. Neighborhood flooded. On Petoskey Street, residents are stranded.
I guess we got to swim up out of here, huh? Or use my husband's boat.
I'm worried about the car. That's my car and mine as well, and we have to probably call the insurance company to get it fixed because it's flooded all the way up to pretty much the hood and the trunk of the vehicle.
Semis moving backward to get off the Lodge. Cars were forced off here. One got stuck blocking traffic. An MSP trooper helped push him out, and then the driver got stuck again.
Man, I came from Southfield. I seen it was traffic, but man, once I got to past Livernois, I seen it was just water everywhere coming from the service drive. And then, man, my car cut off, man. So much water, man. Water got straight to the motor.
That was Jabbar Archer. He's fine. His car is not here at Petoskey and the Lodge Service Drive. This is where he got flooded out, and just a few minutes ago, a tow truck was actually able to get that car out of the neighborhood. Again, this is probably the worst of it right here on Petoskey Street. Most of the residents we've talked to, and again, we have not talked to all of them, but most of them are telling us they do not have water in their basements so far, and of course, they hope that remains throughout the evening. This really does kind of remind me of the I-94 flood I covered a few years ago, and 94 was just flooded out. And the good news back then was that things got back to normal pretty quickly. Let's hope that's the case this evening and into tomorrow. We're live in Detroit. Michael Rosenfield, 7 Action News.
You know, Michael, we're getting word from the Detroit Water and Sewerage Department that it's not just so easy as to turn the water off to the line, because that could potentially cause more damage. I'm wondering where you're standing. Does it appear to be either subsiding or getting worse in the time you've been there, or just kind of staying the same?
I would say over the last couple of hours, it seems to me that the water pressure and the water going down Petoskey Street and onto the Lodge has subsided a little bit. But you can see, as we're looking at it live right now, there is still a lot of water flowing down from Fenkell, from where that water main broke, down Petoskey, down to the service drive we're looking at right now, and going right down the southbound lanes onto the Lodge. So they've got a long way to go to clean this up.
Yeah, they certainly do. And it was interesting to hear that you can't just flip it off, because I think we all thought, you know, isolate it, turn it off, but there's more to it. Michael, thanks so much for the live report.